Cardi B goes nuts, cries after Stef Diggs' massive announcement, fans left speechless, loudly crying face. Nobody, and we mean nobody, saw this coming. What began as a quiet, carefully planned evening quickly turned into one of the most emotionally explosive moments fans have ever witnessed involving Cardi B. Social media is still shaking. Group chats are still buzzing. And millions are still replaying the moment Cardi B completely broke down in tears, struggling to even catch her breath after Stef Diggs' massive, life-changing announcement. This wasn't scripted. This wasn't staged. And Cardi's reaction? Raw. Unfiltered. Uncontrollable. The calm before the emotional storm. According to sources close to the couple, again, fictional, Cardi thought the night was supposed to be simple. No cameras. No crowd. Just a low-key private setting with a few trusted people around. She reportedly joked, laughed, even teased Stef moments before everything changed. She had no idea, one insider claimed. Zero clue. If anything, she thought Stef was acting a little too calm. That calm? It was the calm before the emotional earthquake. Stef Diggs takes the floor, and drops the bombshell. At some point, Stef allegedly stood up, took a deep breath, and asked for everyone's attention. The room went silent. Cardi smiled, still playful, still relaxed, until she realized something was different. Stef's voice reportedly shook as he began speaking. This wasn't a joke. This wasn't small talk. This was big. Then came the announcement. A massive decision. One that changes everything. One that affects not just him, but Cardi, their future, and how the world sees them. The exact words. Those in the room say the message was clear, bold, and deeply emotional, a declaration that Stef was ready to fully commit, sacrifice, and rewrite his entire path for what truly mattered. And the moment it hit Cardi, she lost it. Cardi B breaks down, tears, shock, and pure emotion crying face. Witnesses say Cardi froze at first. Eyes wide. Hands trembling. Lips shaking. Then suddenly, the tears came. Not cute tears. Not wipe it off and smile tears. These were body-shaking sobs. She reportedly covered her face, bent forward, and cried so hard that people rushed toward her, unsure if she could even stand. Her voice cracked as she tried to speak, but the words wouldn't come. At one point, she allegedly said through tears, "I never thought someone would choose me like this, not fully, not this hard." The room went silent again, except for Cardi's crying. Fans later said it was one of the most vulnerable moments they've ever seen from her. Why this announcement hit her so deep? For longtime Cardi supporters, her reaction made sense. Cardi B has always been loud, confident, fearless, but beneath that toughness is a woman who's spoken openly about trust issues, past heartbreak, and feeling misunderstood. Stef's announcement wasn't just big, it was personal. It represented loyalty without hesitation. A future without half measures. Someone choosing her even when it costs everything. And for someone who's been doubted, criticized, and judged publicly for years, that kind of declaration, it cuts deep. In the best way. Fans react, "I've never seen Cardi like this." Once word spread, again, fictional, social media went into meltdown mode. Why am I crying and I wasn't even there? Loudly crying face. This is the most human I've ever seen Cardi. Stef Diggs just changed her life. This hits different. I felt that pain and love. Many fans pointed out how unfiltered her reaction was, no glam, no performance, just pure emotion. Others noted how Stef reportedly stayed calm, grounded, and supportive, holding her, whispering to her, letting her cry without rushing the moment. The moment that changed everything. As the tears slowed, Cardi allegedly looked up at Stef with swollen eyes and said something that left everyone stunned. "You don't know what you just healed." That Sentence alone sent chills through the room. Because in that moment, it wasn't about fame. It wasn't about headlines. It was about two people standing at a crossroads, choosing each other fully. Final thoughts. Whether fans love the drama or feel the emotion, one thing is undeniable. This moment, this announcement, changed Cardi B forever. Not because of what was said, but because of how deeply it touched her. And judging by those tears, this wasn't just big news. It was life-altering. Broken heart, red heart fire. Cardi B goes nuts, cries after Stefon Diggs' massive announcement, loudly crying face fire. A dramatic, emotional, entertainment-style story. Nobody, absolutely nobody, saw this coming. It was supposed to be a calm night. Soft lights, a quiet room, phones buzzing non-stop as usual, and Cardi B scrolling aimlessly, half laughing, half tired, trying to escape the noise of the world for just a moment. Stefon Diggs had been unusually quiet all day. No jokes. No playful texts. No teasing FaceTime calls. Just one message earlier that made her pause. We need to talk tonight. It's important. Cardi felt it in her chest immediately, that tight, sinking feeling she knew too well. When life gets loud, silence is always the scariest part. Why you look like that? When Stefon finally walked in, Cardi knew something was off. His energy was different, heavy, serious, almost trembling. He didn't kiss her right away. He didn't smile. He just stood there, staring at the floor like he was rehearsing words that could change everything. Why you look like that? Cardi asked, half laughing to hide her nerves. You about to tell me something crazy? Stefon took a deep breath. One of those breaths people take when they're about to flip someone's world upside down. And then he said it. The announcement that shattered the room. I made a decision, Stefon began. A big one. Something I've been thinking about for months. Cardi's smile faded instantly. I'm making an announcement tonight. Public. No going back. Her heart started racing. 1,000 thoughts hit her at once. Was he leaving? Was this about football? About money? About their relationship? About something she didn't see coming? What kind of announcement, she asked, her voice already shaking. Stefon looked up at her, eyes glassy. One that changes my life, and yours. Cardi breaks. That's when it happened. Cardi B, loud, fearless, unfiltered Cardi, lost it. Her hands started shaking. Her voice cracked. Tears filled her eyes before she could stop them. Don't play with me right now, she said, pacing the room. I don't like surprises like that. You scaring me. Stefon tried to calm her, but it was too late. The emotions came crashing in waves. Years of pressure. Public scrutiny. Trust issues. Love. Fear. Everything collided at once. You know how much I've been through, Cardi cried. You know I don't do sudden changes like that. She dropped onto the couch, burying her face in her hands, sobbing uncontrollably. This wasn't drama. This wasn't performance. This was raw. The truth comes out. Stefon knelt in front of her. I'm not leaving you, he said quickly. I swear. That's not it. She looked up, mascara already running. Then what is it? She whispered. He hesitated, then finally said it. I'm stepping away from everything for a while. The spotlight. The chaos. I'm choosing peace. I'm choosing us. Cardi froze. You, what? I turned down a massive deal, Stefon continued. Money. Exposure. Everything people dream of. I'm announcing it tonight because I want people to know I'm done letting the world control my choices. Silence. Then Cardi screamed. You went crazy, she yelled through tears. Do you know what people gonna say? Do you know what you just gave up? She stood up, pacing again, crying, yelling, laughing nervously, all at once. It was emotional overload. Tears, love, and fear. This ain't just about money, Stefan said softly. It's about my mental health. About being present. About not losing myself. And about not losing you. That broke her. Cardi collapsed into his arms, sobbing harder than before. I'm scared, she admitted between tears. Every time something feels good, the world takes it away. I don't want to lose you. You won't, he promised. That's the announcement. I'm choosing love over noise. The internet explodes. Minutes later, the announcement went live. Headlines erupted. Fans were in disbelief. Stefan Diggs walks away from massive opportunity. What made Stefan Diggs do this? Cardi B in tears after shocking decision. Social media went insane. Some praised him. Some called him reckless. Others blamed Cardi. But none of them saw what happened behind closed doors. They didn't see Cardi curled up on the couch, crying silently after the cameras stopped rolling. They didn't hear her whisper. I just hope we made the right choice. A love tested by reality. Later that night, Cardi wiped her tears, looked at Stefan, and said something that stuck with him forever. Love ain't easy. But if we going down together. He smiled through his own tears. This wasn't a fairy tale. This wasn't a perfect ending. It was two people choosing each other in a world that never stops watching. And as the internet kept spinning, one thing was clear. This announcement didn't just shock fans. It shook Cardi B to her core. Loudly crying face fire. If you want, I can. Make this even longer and sadder. Add offset drama. Add a midnight breakdown scene. Or rewrite it in a more tragic/mysterious tone. Just tell me.
쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주행 비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 내게로 와 있네. 있어. 아래엔 간혹 도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주행 비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 내게로 와 있네. 하늘을 보고 또 다른 나는 아래를 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주